One of the most common questions we are asked from beginners once they receive their canvas is, how do I know where to start stitching on the canvas? A needlepoint canvas is set up on a series of squares. So it is like graph paper with a vertical and a horizontal line. When you are stitching, you are working over the intersection or a small cross. When you are choosing the area that you want to start to needlepoint, we say to choose the largest block of color. The benefit of working from light to dark is that it will prevent the dark fuzzies coming through the back and being visible on the front. There are 3 different ways to secure your fiber when you start to stitch. You can either tie a knot at the end of your fiber, you can use a waist knot, or you can stitch over the back of the thread. I prefer to tie a knot when needlepointing because I think it's the easiest. When you go to tie a knot, what I like to do is take around 1 inch, wrap it around my finger, and tie a little knot. Based on the mesh size you're working on, you may want to double knot it, or most likely you're just going to do 1 knot. I'm going to show you the Continental stitch today on 10 mesh because it is easier to see with the larger holes. When you are working on the Continental stitch, you are going over, across. You are going from the bottom left to the top right. Then you come right next door, bottom left, top right, bottom left, top right. You are moving from right to left, and your stitches are always on a slant or on a diagonal facing the right. This makes it really easy to see when you've messed up because all your stitches should look exactly the same. When you go to start your first stitch, you will be working from right to left. So you think you would come in here, but you're actually going to come in 1 over. This is because when you're doing Continental, you are always going from the bottom left to the top right. Now you've done your first stitch. Then you come right next door, bottom left to the top right, bottom left, top right. As you can see, all the stitches are facing towards the right. A lot of times beginners will get hung up on if the back looks as perfect as the front. To be honest, I don't even look at the back of my canvases. That's for you and your finisher to worry about. It's going to be covered when you finish your needlepoint. So I say, don't worry about the back of your canvas. When you come to do the second line of needlepoint, because the whole thing of needlepoint is that it is paint by number with threads, so you're filling in each colored section with threads. When you go to do the turn, you're going to flip the canvas, and then you're doing the exact same stitch, bottom left, top right. This is where most beginners get confused because you are coming in the same hole twice, once from the bottom and once from the top. So you're going bottom left, top right, bottom left, top right. A good way to make sure that your stitches are the same is not only the slant of your stitches, that they're all facing towards the right, but also that they look the same on the back. So now we're going to start the last row. And again, you are going to flip the canvas, and you're going to go bottom left, top right, bottom left, top right, And again, you're going in the same hole twice, once from the bottom and once from the top. Now that we have done the Continental stitch horizontal, I would love to show you how to do the Continental stitch vertical. It is the same principle, bottom left, top right, over the cross. You're just working your way down instead of left to right. So part of this section is already filled in. So I'm going to start here to show you vertical. Again, you are going bottom left, top right, and you're going to come down, bottom left, top right, and you're just working your way down. Then you would flip the canvas and you would come again, bottom left, top right, bottom left, top right. So now we are getting to the end of our thread. So we are going to secure the thread on the back. When you go to secure your thread, you're just going to go through a few of the stitches that you have already done. I like to do it a few times, just to be safe. And then you're just going to cut it. You don't really need to leave a huge tail. In fact, the shorter the better, especially since it's already secured. And that's it. That is the Continental stitch. Once you feel comfortable with this, you can do almost any needlepoint canvas. For more inspiration or to learn more needlepoint tips and tricks, be sure to visit lysettedesigns.com or visit our Instagram, Lysette Designs, our TikTok, or our Pinterest is also a really great place to see needlepoint projects.